Rama, Hare Hare.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Welcome everybody. So today is the first day. We'll quickly have some orientation and how the class would go on, and it would be for how many days, and who knows it? Anybody knows it?
18 days.
18 days. Very nice. Hari bol. How do you know it is for 18 days?
Because there are 18 chapters.
Very good. Yes, there are 18 chapters. So we'll continue for 18 days. Okay. Please be in this journey for 18 days. And after that also you can join. Okay. So this is based on the teaching of His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. We all know he's, you must, if you're not knowing, this is Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Okay, he's taking this teaching through the disciplic succession through his gurus. The message which was spoken by Krishna 5,000 years back, the same message is being delivered. There is no anything which he has not added on his own. It is through the disciplic succession, through the gurus. It is coming through the chain of disciplic succession. He is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. This is Prabhupada. Okay, and this program is from ISKCON Mangaluru. So we are just conducting this batch from last 26 batches. It's almost this the day the corona started. From that period onwards, it has because personally the teaching was not possible due to lockdown and all. So this course was started by Namanishta Das Prabhuji from ISKCON Temple. Okay, so this is the first chapter. So in the first chapter, Krishna is going to, Arjuna has so many difficulties. What is this talking about? Arjuna Vishada Yoga. This is actually observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Who knows where the war is going on here in the battlefield? Which is this place? This place is Kurukshetra. Okay, this is Kurukshetra, wherein both the parties are fighting. Anybody knows who are the both parties fighting here?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Pandavas and Kauravas. They had decided that finally they are going to, after all the discussion, after peace treaty, everything they tried to do it. Finally, nobody, like Duryodhana and his team, Dhritarashtra and his team, they were not ready to give their kingdom. Even after whatever things they were asked to do, they did everything, but then finally they didn't agree to give it, even though lawfully it belonged to them also, but it was not given. So finally they had come to a conclusion that they are going to fight, and this war is going to happen here in Kurukshetra, which happened 5,000 years back. Okay, different reaction we'll see in this first chapter. There are different reactions. Yeah, there are different reactions for the same situation. Is the same, the battle is the same, but there are three different people. There are a lot of people, but we are just focusing on three different people who have different reaction of the same situation. Okay, like in the exam, many of them have different reaction. A few of them have studied well, so definitely they know very well, and some are very anxious because maybe they have studied half of it and they are not knowing it. Some, and a few of them are like not interested to write the exam, but still they have, their parents have forced them to write the, push them to do it. So the same situation is there, but reactions are different for different people. So similarly, we are going to see three different people who have different reactions for it. And Arjuna observes the army. Arjuna asks Krishna, and Krishna has a different name also. Here Arjuna is calling Krishna with different name. There are so many names of Krishna. Anybody knows different names of Krishna?
Madhav.
Yes, Madhav, very good.
Govinda.
Govinda, very good. And yes, Gopal, very good. There are so many names, but here especially Arjuna will address Krishna with, we also call him some with different name here in the battlefield. What is it? Anyone knows? Arjuna is also called with some different name here. He's called as Partha, right? He's called as Partha. Another name is Partha. And Krishna is also addressed as Partha Sarathi. Who is Sarathi?
People who ride chariot.
Very nice. You all are so smart. Correct. He is also called as Partha Sarathi. Partha is Arjuna and Sarathi is charioteer of Arjuna. So he is also addressed as Partha Sarathi. And Lord himself decided to become his charioteer because Krishna is always there for his devotees, whoever, and Krishna will not accept anything wrong which is going to happen for his devotee. He is always going to make everything correct, okay? And he's always there on the right side. Whoever is correct, whoever is lawful, whoever is taking the right, doing the right thing, Krishna is definitely going to be with them. Arjuna observes the battlefield, the army. Arjuna asks a request, Krishna, please take me to the middle of the battlefield so that I can see everybody who has come to fight. Reasons given by Arjuna. Why did he think? Because finally they had decided they are going to fight today. But Arjuna, after seeing the army, he's saying, I'm not going to fight. Arjuna, reasons, and he's giving certain reasons why he's not going to fight. Arjuna, for not fighting, he's giving the reasons. So, unless and until we don't have an open mind, if our mind is full, we can't put any other thoughts, no? We don't have anything. So, we have to have an open mind to learn more, right? So, please raise your hands and please chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Please chant loudly.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Very nice. Yes, very nice. So anyone who has never made mistake, do you know any person like that? No, right? You also when you want to learn cycling, you fall many times, you get hurt, and finally you achieve it. So unless and until you don't give a try, you are not going to make any mistakes. And if there is no mistakes, you are not going to learn anything new. So always there should be a positive attitude to learn, right? To always try to learn good things. Okay, so we can just take blessings of Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki jai, Hare Krishna. So we all can chant Guru Pranam mantra. This is Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Who wants to read it?
Can I read it?
Yes, read.
Om Jnananjanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya
Chakshuran Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Yeah, read this. Okay.
Chakshurunmilitasya Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Yeah, read this. I was. Can you see
Born
this?
in darkest ignorance and spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful
obeisances to him. So the guru, whoever the gurus are there, they have given us the knowledge of spiritual life, right? How we have to do bhakti. So we are just offering our obeisances to our spiritual master. Offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Namo Vishnu Padaya. Anyone knows this? They can chant. Yes, please, Kashni, you can chant if you know.
Can I chant?
Yes, first Kashni will chant. Yes.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutal Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini.
Yes, who is going to read it? Yes, Aditi, you can read.
Nama Om Vishnu Pada.
Yes.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his Sweet.
Yes. So who is very dear to Krishna? Krishna is also saying in Bhagavad Gita, who all are very dear to Krishna. So please stay together. We'll all learn who is going to be very favorite to Krishna. Okay, we'll understand all that. So Krishna, Bhakti Vedanta Swami is very dear to Krishna because he's a great devotee. So we are giving respect to him and we taking blessings from him. Okay. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisheshai Shunyavadi Pashanta Desha. Yes, Tanya, you want to read? Yeah, read.
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschataya Deshatarine.
Very nice. Yes, Janvi, you can read this translation.
Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of
Bhakti Siddhanta Swami Saraswati. Yeah.
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching to the message of Lord
Chaitanya Deva.
And delivering the Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism.
Yes. So we are just taking the blessings of all the spiritual master who had tried to preach Krishna consciousness, who is trying to preach Krishna's message, which is there in the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came just 500 years back, he is preaching this, and he had predicted that it would be all over the world, not only in one India, it would be all over the Western countries also. But previously, people used to think that Western countries people are not going to do any bhakti, they are not going to do any, they are not going to chant. But now it is not true, because he had already predicted that it would be preached to all the world. So this message was taken by them, and we are trying to do whatever we could do. Okay, Panchatattva mantra. This is, yes, please chant.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhatta Vrinda.
So whatever, see, when we chant Mahamantra is Jai Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is very powerful mantra. But what happens? No, we are not that pure enough. Every time we have so much of anxiety, we have so much of thoughts in our mind. Our mind is not that calm enough, but still we want to chant it because we want to do some bhakti, for we have to grow in spiritual life. How we can do it? By chanting. But what happens in between, our mind is not that fixed. So we even though we want to chant, but it happens that we think so many thoughts come into our mind and we don't think about Krishna. So even though we are making mistakes, in the initial stage, it is definitely we are going to make mistakes. So we are just praying to the spiritual masters that please they take all the offenses and they give us bhakti. So we are taking the blessing of all the spiritual masters, so that we are not we are getting the right, we are going through the right path of doing bhakti. Okay, so I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These are the Panchatattwas. These are 5 people. Okay, 5 of them. They are you will understand later on who are all that. Okay, so let us all chant and start the class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So why ISKCON Bhagavad Gita has it is? Can you all tell me? Because this has come from disciplic succession, and the message is the same. The shlokas are the same, only the translation, and that the translation is also written by the great devotees and through the unbroken chain of disciplic succession. Suppose you want to charge a phone, okay? Here you want to charge, and the charger somewhere is broken. Will the phone get charged? Or the electricity? No, it won't charge, right? Okay. And here this, see the circuit somewhere it is broken, and the power, the electricity is not coming to this house. Will it cover? Will the light, you can on the light and all? Is that possible? No, the power is not coming, so it won't come. So similarly, the message which was spoken by Krishna 5,000 years back, it should come through an unbroken chain. No, otherwise you would preach something which is not right, which is not as per what Krishna spoke 5,000 years back. So it has to come through an unbroken chain. So the message of Krishna is coming through unbroken chain. That is why we are treating this through the disciplic succession. These are the Guru Parampara. These are the disciplic succession. You can see Krishna gave this message to Lord Brahma. Through his heart, it was revealed, the knowledge was revealed. And then later on, Brahma revealed it to Narad Muni to all the spiritual master. Prabhupada is the 32nd Acharya of this Gaudiya Parampara. Okay, so we can just have a little brief about it. And this was started from the Corona season, from where it was actually, this is our president, His Grace Namanishta Das Prabhu. He is an IITian, okay, but still BTech IITian. He was in a very big company, but then he finally decided that he's going to be a full-time devotee, and he left his job and he's continuously doing this from last 20 years. So this is from ISKCON Mangaluru, and this is the 26th batch of preaching, okay, for 18 days. Basically, this is not only for kids, it is for adult, it is for seniors, it is for many of them have taken it with different languages. And after that also levels are there, you all can enroll it later on. So the Vedic transcendental knowledge, it is through Guru Parampara, which is coming through Guru Parampara. So from Prabhupada, his disciple is His Divine Grace Jai Patakra Swamiji, and he is his disciple, His Grace Namanishta Das Prabhuji. The transcendental knowledge reaches the students by the process of Vedas and through gurus. How we can know the knowledge of spiritual life? It is not all of a sudden we open the book and we learn it. It is not possible. In the school also, we all have books and all. Why do we go to school? Still we want a teacher, right? Everybody wants the teacher, or you can learn it on your own.
We want a teacher.
Yes, we want a teacher, right? Because it is not possible. Even though there are so many books available in the market, there is so much of knowledge, information available, but still we want to go through the proper process. That is the way how we are taking all the knowledges, even the material knowledge which we are going to get from school, like science, physics, chemistry, whatever is there. Even for that, we are going for the school. So we have to have a guru. So we have to have the Vedas, the knowledge, the books, and from there and through gurus, we are getting the knowledge. So Bhagavad Gita, see, like this lady, she wants to fix a chair. Can you see her? She is fixing it. Is it correct way of fixing it?
No.
Yeah. So can she sit here on this chair?
No.
No.
What will happen?
It will
Fall.
break.
Yeah, she'll fall down, no, because the leg, she has fixed it wrong. How confusing things can be without proper direction or user manual. So Bhagavad Gita is a user manual. It is a life manual through which you can get all your answers for all your questions. So many doubts are there. Why we are born in this world? What is my purpose? Is it that only nice, eating nicely, wearing nice clothes and roaming around is the purpose of our life? Or becoming famous? Only is that purpose? No, right? It is not the purpose, because eating, sleeping, and even animals do that. No, even animals become hungry. They eat food. Even they have little brain. If somebody is going near them, they'll try to be safe and they'll run away. They'll also protect themselves. No, even they take care of their family. Have you seen a small baby? Small baby is there. The mother dog or the cat takes care of them. Yes?
Yes.
Correct. So you have to understand that is not the only purpose why we are born, right? Not only to eat, sleep, and enjoy. It is that there is higher purpose for our existence. Okay. So unless and until we don't have a user manual, until we don't know what we have to do, the directions we are not getting, we'll not know what is the purpose of the life. Can we influence our happiness through our actions? Do you think whatever actions you do, you will get the result for it?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes, correct. So
Sometimes.
unless, yes, sometimes whatever action we do, many times it is all God's mercy. It is all God's will. Even though you put so much of efforts, but you don't get any return. So it is all, it is already planned. Okay, we think that we are the doer of any action, but actually this is, everything is planned. But we are just the nimitya. We are just the instrument to do it. So Lord has given Bhagavad Gita. What does Bhagavad Gita mean? Anybody wants to tell me? What is Bhagavad Gita?
Bhagavad Gita is God.
Yes, we can't hear you.
God's song.
Yes, very nice. That is Bhagwan and the song which is sung by the Lord. Bhagavad means Bhagwan. Okay, Bhagwan is the Lord himself, and he spoke it. So that is called, it is, that is why it is called Bhagavad Gita. Okay, Bhagavad Gita is our life user manual. Life, like a life skill we acquire, we will not forget. When from your childhood, when you start learning cycle, even though you grow old, till now, till that time, you have that skill, you will not forget it. Okay, so similarly it should be taken up very early, like you all are taken it at this age. It's very nice, we should all try to learn it. Bhagavad Gita is like the sun. Okay, in front of sun, if you want to lit a torch, will that will be beneficial?
No.
No, if it is entirely the dark room, if you want to take the torch and put that light, some light would come. But in front of the sun, if you focus anything, it is not going to affect, it is not of, it is of no use. So that is the positive thing which is there. Sun, it is like so much of, it is so vast that you can't even imagine the power of Bhagavad Gita. But unless and until you don't try to learn it, you are not going to get the knowledge. It is very positive. Whatever negativity is there in our life, it is all going to go off. See, like here the water is not pure. Okay, if it is there on this ground and the sun comes and evaporation happens, then the sun becomes dirty because the water is taken by the sun, right, through evaporation process. Will the sun become dirty? No, right? Like Bhagavad Gita is going to take out all your negativity. You'll understand what is, why we are born, what is the purpose of our life, and whatever happens, that is the cause is Krishna only. So we will not be depressed or will not get annoyed that, oh, why this is happening, what is this. We'll understand the thing why these things are happening to us. So like this, the girl wants to, she split the plate of noodles was fallen on the floor and she is cleaning this with the mop. Now the mop is dirty. Will she able to use the same mop to the next, want to clean the next room? She can do it? She has to, no, she has to wash it, and only then she would be able to use it again. But sun is not like that. Even though the water was evaporated, everything, the negativity has gone, sun is not going to get influenced by it. Okay, so the power is always there. In front of Bhagavad Gita, no other book is that powerful. So we have to have faith. Unless and until we don't have faith, it is like other subjects which we learn in the school, and that is, Bhagavad Gita is based on the faith and the knowledge which was given by Krishna. So these are all the subjects which we learn from school. We believe that, no, that, oh, in history this has happened. Yes or no? Do you doubt it?
Yes.
Do you doubt it? That, oh, whether war was there in many years, a few years back, some war was happened. Like recently, Russia and some other countries had some. We all get the knowledge through some news channels and all. Similarly, in the past, whatever is there, it is there in the history books. So, don't you believe the history, whatever had happened in the past?
Yes.
Yes, you believe it, right? Yes. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years back. We should believe that. That is the faith. We should have firm faith in that. That it is not something someone has written a story. It is not mythology. It is the fact which is there. It is the spiritual book. Okay. This is a dialogue between whom, which is spoken. Bhagavad Gita is spoken to whom? Who knows it?
It was spoken by Krishna to Arjuna.
Yes, that was the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. Partha Sarathi means Krishna acted as a charioteer of Arjuna. So we'll just focus here. So these are the two parties who are there. Pandavas and Kauravas. So Pandavas and Kauravas. Arjuna is from Pandavas team. Now because he is one of the Pandavas, five of them are there, and Arjuna is also called Pandava. Okay. So now in the battlefield, when he was about to fight, after what did he ask Krishna? He requested Krishna, please take me to the middle of the battlefield so that I can just see who all have come. Even though all were his relatives, some were his aunt, some were his uncle, some were his sons, some were his cousins, some were friends, but still he wants to see them. Great grandfathers, even his teachers, all were there in this army. So he wants to see who all have come and who are ready to fight for injustice, because they were fighting against injustice. They didn't get the kingdom. That's why they are fighting against them, and they are taking the party of the wrong side. And they are all his teachers, his great grandfather, all are there, and he was just seeing why they are come to fight here. Even though it was decided, but still he was wanting to see why, who all have come, how they have come, what is the planning, how they have placed their army, everything he wants to see there. So we'll see the family tree of Kauravas. Okay, so Kauravas and Pandavas, this is a family tree of them. Dhritarashtra and Pandu were the two sons. Okay, from Vasudeva only three of them were born. And this is Vidura. He was the maid servant's son. So he was not given the kingdom. So both brothers were there. Dhritarashtra was blind from childhood. So Pandu was ruling the kingdom. Okay, Pandu ruled the kingdom, but in between he had some issues. So what he did, he left the kingdom and gave it to Dhritarashtra, and he went to the forest. And from Dhritarashtra, they were called as Kauravas, even though Pandavas were also from the same Kuru dynasty, but they were called as Pandava. Okay, so from Dhritarashtra, there were many kids. There were almost 101 children, and from Pandu there were 5 of them, right? 5 Pandavas. So we'll just see what is disciplic succession. From the see, this boy is plucking apples from the tree and giving it to the proper person. Otherwise, if he'll throw it down on the ground, what will happen?
The apple will get spoiled.
The apple will get spoiled. Okay, and nobody would like to have a spoiled or rotten apple. Nobody wants. Everybody wants the fresh apple. So similarly, the message which was given, the message which was given by Krishna, it should come to us very correctly, the same way the message should be delivered. So the disciplic succession is very, very important. These are all the kids who have drawn their family tree. Okay, so in Bhagavad Gita there are 18 chapters. First 6 chapters talks about karma yoga. What is karma? Karma is the action which we do. Whatever activity we are doing, that is all karma. That is your activity. In of itself is the process of acting and being detached from the results. So you have to do your karma in Krishna consciousness. In that means you have to do it for the Lord. You are thinking that you are doing it for the Lord. Whatever result you are getting, you have to offer it to the Lord. In that way, you are doing the right activity. You are doing your right karma. Then the 6th chapter, the middle portion, like in the sandwich, if you see, you like to have the middle portion, that is the bhakti, that is the tastiest part. So bhakti yoga is the art of doing everything for the Krishna. So Krishna is also focusing on bhakti yoga. He is not telling you to go and meditate in the forest or you have to do something. Krishna is going to tell you all that. You have to do your activity very perfectly, 100% with dedication. You have to do it, but you don't have the you don't have the you can't decide the fruit of the activity what you have done. Okay, so it is all the Krishna's idea what he is going to give you, but it is your it is your duty to do it very rightly, right? Bhakti yoga talks about everything you're doing with bhakti, with devotion. And the last chapter talks about Jnana. Okay, here it is wrong, but it is about dhyana. You are going to learn more, you are going to read more, and you are going to get the knowledge, and you are trying to understand the Lord. Here we are going to observe the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So in this Bhagavad Gita, there are almost 700 shlokas. So the partitions they have done it. Yes, Lord Krishna spoke 82% of the shlokas. It comes to 574. Arjuna spoke 84 shloka, that is 12%, and Sanjaya spoke 41 of them. Okay, and Dhritarashtra spoke only one shloka. Who knows that shloka?
I know it.
Can I read?
Very nice. You can chant later on. Okay. Yes.
Dhritarashtravacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samavetayu yukshavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvata sanjayah.
Very nice. Hari Bol. Krishna, yes. Krishna, yeah, Hari Bol. Krishna drove the chariot in the middle of the battlefield. Arjuna was in a dilemma whether to fight in the battle of Kurukshetra. The first shloka already it has been chanted. Still we'll chant again. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamakaha pandavaschaiva kim akurvata sanjaya. So this shloka, Dhritarashtra is saying, we are seeing three people with three different reactions. No, first reaction is of Dhritarashtra, and this is who knows who is he?
The blind son.
This is Dhritarashtra, and this is Sanjaya. Okay, Sanjaya was given the divine eyes because he was blind, and Vyasadeva, who is Krishna, he is also the incarnation of the Lord only. He gave divine eyes to Vyasadeva. Okay, so Vyasadeva gave divine eyes to Sanjaya so that he could see whatever was there in the Kurukshetra battlefield, because he wanted to know what is going on there. So he said, I won't be able to see it because I am blind. Let Sanjaya get the divine eyes. So he got the divine eyes, and he is narrating all that what has happened in the battlefield to Dhritarashtra in his palace, in the palace. Okay, Dhritarashtra said, "Oh Sanjaya," who wants to read it?
I'll read it.
Yes, read, Janvi.
Dhritarashtra said, "O Sanjaya, after assembling in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, what did my sons and the sons of the Pandu do, being devious to fight?"
Yes, they had decided that they are going to fight. But he is asking, this place is pilgrimage, the place of pilgrimage. Okay, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre. Dharmakshetra means it is very the right place. The people are with right intentions are going there, and that place is very, very powerful. All the denizens of heaven also come there and go to that place. It is very powerful place and very nice place. All of them used to come that is why it is called as Dharmakshetra, and that is Kurukshetra, where this battle is going to fight, wherein all the right things are going to be right. Okay, no wrong thing is going to happen there. So now he wants to know that whether anything would influence, whether his Duryodhana would be influenced by that place. Right, many of them say, no, you have to go to temple and you have to go to good places. So that is the influence of that place will also affect. So he is worried whether his son will fight or he is going to give up, whether any influence of that place is going to come to him. So he is fighting, he's thinking about it, and he's asking, he's inquiring about it, because they had gone to fight. Like in your school, you're going to write your exam, and somebody asks, whether what is my daughter doing? What must she be doing there? Definitely she has gone to write her exam. She'll write, no. But if you are asking this question, it is irrelevant, no. So similarly, he is asking here, what are my sons and sons of Pandus doing when they have decided to fight in the Kurukshetra. So he's anxious about it. So the reaction of Dhritarashtra is like that. He wants to know it. And Arjuna is lamenting. Arjuna is feeling very sad. What is this happening? And Duryodhana is asking his teacher. This is his teacher. This is Duryodhana. He is a Dronacharya. The teacher is Dronacharya. Duryodhana is watching and he's going and talking to his teacher and saying that, oh, you have to be very careful and you have to fight very nicely. And he's guiding him very diplomatically. He's trying to go and tell him, even though we feel that he was little scared, listening to the conch shells. See, Krishna is blowing his conch shell. That time, his heart was shattered. He was feeling that because the Lord is there on the Pandava's side, even though they were so many, 101 of them were there, but still, who won the battle?
Pandavas.
Pandavas, because the Lord is always there in the right side, no? So he was definitely going to win. Different reactions we saw that Dhritarashtra has a different reaction. He's anxious. He's wanting to know what is happening there in the Kurukshetra war battle and whether the influence of Dharma Kshetra would influence my son. And Duryodhana is very anxious and he's scared also, right? Just a moment. Yeah. So, yes, just a moment. So, he has a different reaction for the same situation, no? Different reaction. He is worried and this person is, just a moment, I have some issue with the charger. So they have different reactions. Okay, Arjuna is lamenting and he is crying. He's feeling sad for it. Here we are seeing the dharma. See, in the family, it is like the milk is together. When the milk is spoiled, what happens? It is separated, no? Can you see here? Can you?
Turns into clumps.
You can't make it, you can't fix it, no? Similarly, they had a fight. They both, the families, the Kauravas and Pandavas has a fight and they have differentiated their thoughts. They have different reactions and they have thinking differently. Now they are like separated. So they have started to fight. So even though they were from the same family, from the Kuru family, Dhritarashtra has differentiated them, saying that they are son of Pandu and they are son of myself. He is differentiating. Even though that belongs to the kingdom, belongs to them, they were not given the right. But then after fighting, after the Dharma Kshetra, whatever has happened, everything was the right thing which happened because Krishna was on the right side. These were the 5 reasons why Arjuna was lamenting. In Shloka 1.28, he's talking about compassion. He's feeling sad. When he sees all his family members there, he saw all his great-grandfather, his teachers. So what happened? Why is he feeling compassionate about it? Yes, can tell me, anyone tell me why he was feeling compassionate? If you see somebody, he's going to kill them, no? Because he is very powerful also. He has to fight. And when you have to fight, definitely he has to kill them. So he's feeling very sad for it, and he's feeling compassionate for it, that, oh, why I should kill them. I'm feeling he's not feeling good about it, that all his relatives have come. And even though he knew that that battle is going to happen, he has to fight. But seeing them, seeing his teachers, seeing his great grandfather, his uncles, his nephews, cousin, brothers, he's feeling sad, he's feeling compassionate about it. And he's saying, even though I win, what is the use of that kingdom? Because I'm going to lose all my friends and relatives. So he's saying there is no enjoyment. With whom he is going to share the victory? So he's saying there is no enjoyment. And then he's saying, I'll kill my teachers and my great grandfather. I may end up doing the sinful activity. That is not right. No, I'll kill my teachers, I'll hurt them. That is the sinful action which he's thinking that way. So Arjuna, Krishna will guide Arjuna with all this. He'll answer all his queries, all his problems. He's saying these are the 5 reasons. Krishna is going to answer all that. And also he's saying, if all the family members are dying, what will happen? The family tradition is going to, nobody is going to get the information which was there in the previous from their ancestors. No, the tradition is going to lose. So he's saying family tradition is also going to lose. Also he's saying, I'm not going to decide, I'm not getting to know what is the right thing which I have to do. So he is getting compassionate about the thing, because he is going to hurt them. So like this baby, his boy is little upset, so this girl is little compassionate, and she's going and asking, what happened, what happened? So she's going, and this boy, he wants to wear the shoes, but he's not able to do it. So she's compassionate and she's helping it. No, similarly, he's also feeling compassionate, and he's saying, there are no friends, no relatives, how will I enjoy this kingdom? So he's saying, there is no enjoyment in this fight, I'm not going to fight. Now here this boy wants to steal, he's gone to a mall nicely, is trying to steal it. So that is the sinful thing, that is not right. So he's saying, if I kill my relatives, I'll end up doing sinful activity. And everyone, all the male in the battlefield would be killed, and the family tradition is going to lose. So he's also thinking about that. Now he's not understanding what he has to do. Oh Krishna, maintainer of people. Krishna is also addressed as Janardana. I have heard by disciplic succession that those who destroy family tradition dwell in hell. So as I have heard, whether if I kill my relatives, I'll go to hell. Krishna is going to guide him. Like Hanumanji, you all know Hanumanji burnt entire Lanka. Yes or no? Nobody knows it. Yes, he burnt entire Lanka. That was a sinful activity, but it was done for the Lord, because Ravana was in the place of injustice, right? He kidnapped Devi Sita, so he had to do it, and he was serving for the Lord. So there is nothing wrong when Krishna wants it, when Krishna has already decided, because even though after speaking to all of them, after discussion, after priest treaty also, they tried to do it, so many things they tried to do it, so that the battle was not going to happen, but they didn't accept it, and finally they had come to the conclusion. So Krishna is going to advise that fighting for justice is not right, it is not wrong, and that to Krishna is there in their side. That is the right place where they are. The Krishna is always there he is going to set religious activity, he is going to set moral principles. No, Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, what happens? He kept his bow and arrow, and he sat down. Even though he stood up and he wants to see, he was watching the battlefield, who all have come, looking at all his relatives and all his uncles, his teachers, and his great grandfather. He became full of grief, and he was a lot of misery, and he just sat down, keeping all his arrows and bow aside, because he was not able to decide. What are the 9 reasons why, even though he was not ready to fight, but finally after Bhagavad Gita, he spoke. he decided that he's going to fight, and we all know they came up victorious. So these are the 9 reasons why Arjuna won the war. First is Dharmakshetra, which is that place? That is Kurukshetra. This is Dharmakshetra, okay? And the divine chariot. You all know who gave this divine chariot to Arjuna?
I think it was Agni.
Agni.
Yes, correct. It was Agni Dev gave to Arjuna, right? And this is Kapidwaja. You all know who is Kapidwaja. On this Dwaja. Dwaja is a flag. On that, Hanumanji was there. Kapidwaja. That means Hanumanji is there. Where Hanumanji is there? Where is Hanumanji always? When we talk about Hanumanji, whom we remember first?
Lord Ram.
Lord Ram. Lord Ram and Krishna are not different from each other, no? So wherever Ram is there, Hanumanji is there, right? Wherever Krishna is there, so Sita is there. Sita, Lakshmi, these are all same, okay? So victory is always there, okay? And goddess of fortune will always be there with Krishna. Wherever Krishna is there, his counterpart is going to be there, no? She is Lakshmi Devi, goddess of fortune. And they had the conch shell also, divine conch shell. That sound was transcendental, okay? And that was spiritual. And Gandiva, that was also very, very powerful. The bow and arrow which Arjuna had, that was also very divine. Tyakta Jiva, people. Tyakta Jiva means people who are ready to sacrifice their life. The soldiers here in the battlefield, both the parties there were there, but Tyakta Jiva, people are ready to sacrifice their life for them, even though that was Mokshada Ekadashi. Even yesterday it was Ekadashi. Now the Parayan time has started. So Ekadashi means it is very, very dear to the Lord, and all the devotees try to fast on that day. It comes every month twice, okay? After every 15 days it comes. So that day was Mokshada Ekadashi. These are 9 reasons, okay? Various reasons. Bhagya Lakshmi, we already spoke. Wherever Krishna is there, Lakshmi is there. Wherever Sri Ram is there, Sita Devi is there. Okay, so when goddess of fortune is there, definitely they are going to win. Rishikesha, who is the controller of the senses, he is Rishikesha, no? Because he controls everybody's senses, because we have got everything from him only. So Rishikesha is there. So definitely he is going to win. These are the 9 reasons. Try to memorize this. I'll share the PDF also later on. So every day 1 hour class would be there. After the class, we will be sending the PDFs and you all can take the quizzes. I'll give you the quiz links. You can attempt the quizzes. After 18 days, you will get certificates for it after completion, okay? So these are the 5 subject matters of Bhagavad Gita. What is it? 5 subject matter. First is Ishvara, the Lord, okay? And the Jiva, living entity, okay? And the nature, the Prakriti, and the time factor, and the activity, the karma which we do. What are the 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita? First is the Lord, okay? The Lord, and the Jiva, the living entity, and the nature, the Prakriti, and the time, and the activity, what we do. So these are the 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. So one small story is here. Garuda and a sparrow. Who knows it? Anybody knows?
No.
No. Okay. So what happened? A small sparrow was there. It had laid its egg somewhere near the shore. But what happened? Always the waves used to come, and one day the wave came and it took out all the eggs also went along with the waves. And the sparrow was so sad. It was so angry, and it thought that it is going to dry entire sea here. It started taking some of the few drops on, and it was trying to curse the sea that, oh, you have taken my eggs. Now I'm going to empty you. Do you think it can do? Can the sparrow empty the entire sea?
No.
Not possible, no? Even if anybody would hear it and they'll feel, they'll laugh at that sparrow. But it happened. It was feeling very sad and it was very angry and it was trying to do it. But it had faith. It was thinking that, yes, I can do it. It had faith. But here Garuda came. Who is Garuda?
Vahan of
Vahan of Lord. Vishnu. When you see Vishnu, Vishnu is always sitting on Garuda, no? on the eagle. He is always sitting on that. So Garuda is the Vahan. In the chariot, the horses are there. They all are riding on that. Similarly, on Garuda, Vishnu is always sitting. So he saw that being from the same family, he got little compassionate and he thought, oh the poor sparrow, what is it doing? I'll just go and inquire. He went and inquired. That time he narrated all the story, that he also became very compassionate and he is also helping the sparrow, and he is also requesting Vishnu because he is very close to Vishnu. He is a great devotee. That is why we should always be in association of devotees, because we'll also get some mercy, So here it is also trying to help the sparrow, and he requested Vishnu, and Vishnu interfered here, and he requested the sea to give it in return the eggs. It returned the eggs. So with faith, definitely we can also get everything what we want. We can also be a favorite of the Lord. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita is the life manual. 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. Who is going to tell me again? Yes.
Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kal, Karma.
Very nice. Ishvara is the Lord. Jiva is the Prakriti. Right? And third is Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, the nature, right? And then the Kala, the time factor, the watch which you wear, the time factor, and the activity which you do, the karma. So transformation awaits you on the other side. When you read Bhagavad Gita, try to read it, okay? Try to read it. We'll be sending all the shlokas also. You all can read it. Few of them in this chapter, it is very few of the shlokas are being spoken, because it is not possible to entirely we chant everything. We'll try to send in the PDFs, okay? Krishna is your eternal friend and well-wisher. We all should know that. He is our eternal friend. He is only there, always along with us in all our lives. Okay, we'll see how many lives you all have. Okay, we all chant pranam mantra. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhayeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anybody wants to chant it?
Mataji, can you read?
Yes, chant.
पांचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च रूपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेयो नमो नमः.
Very nice. So you want to read this? Who's going to read?
Can I?
Yes, read. Janvi, read.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desire trees and can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls.
Yes, thank you so much. So we all chant once again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, everyone. I'll be sending the PDF. You all can try to learn the shlokas. Okay, audio is, I'll try to send the audio also. You all can try to learn it. Okay, any doubt you have? Otherwise, we'll end the class. Maybe you all have schools and all. Yes? Anyone has any doubt? Yes, Bindu? Okay, let us meet again tomorrow. Panchakalpata Rubhasya Kripa Sindhuve Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Anantakoti Vaishnavandi ki jai. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'll be sending the links and all for the quizzes. You all can attempt the quiz. I'll send the PDF. First, you try to read it and then attempt the quizzes. Okay. See you all tomorrow. Try to learn some small shloka from chapter 1. You all can chant before the class. Okay. A few important shlokas. I'll give the numbers. Who is going to note it down? Just note it down. Okay, I'll send in one of the PDF. The important shlokas are there. Okay. Yes, Kashni.
Mataji, attendance link.
So there is no attendance. You directly take your quizzes. Okay. This time there is no attendance link.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. See you all tomorrow. God bless you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining. Please join early tomorrow. 5:50. We will 10 minutes early. We will do japa and then we'll chant some shlokas. Okay. See you all. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.